It was 2 days before the opening ceremony, and we were in pairs as friends, seeing all the sights, taking the city in, and recording content to preview the Olympic venues from on top of the Eiffel Tower. Then, things started to go downhill, with an email from security about our plans to watch the opening ceremony from a free vantage point. A little backstory. I'm doing my own reporting. I was not given press credentials, and I couldn't afford tickets to the opening ceremony. They were expensive, and I mean, very expensive. However, there are supposed to be free areas to stand and watch. But the official map appeared to show them behind controlled access areas that needed a pass. So we put in an official request that met the guidelines, but the French said no, c'est pas possible. I came too far for this, and I had a sister that I wanted to experience the magic of this event too. But then, the monuments gave me inspiration, and things started to look up, and the skies became clearer, because I had the near-perfect plan to see a parade of nations, but just 30 kilometers away. Bienvenue à Mont-la-Vallée et Disneyland Paris. This day was not just about the rides, characters, parades, food, and fun. It was much bigger than that. It's Olympic time. We were here for business, to see each nation's official delegation. There need to be boats, there need to be great uniforms, and I knew a very special place where we would find our own opening ceremony. Que le monde est petit. It's a small world. Nearly everyone was there to represent the corners of the globe and share their culture. And we got even better views than we would have had on the edges of the Seine. So sometimes a rejection can lead to something great and different memories being made. This is George Johnston reporting from the opening ceremony, sort of, and reminding you to not let any single barrier come between you and your participation in the wide world of sports. And welcome to Paris, France. See you real soon! Come with me behind the scenes as the 2024 Ravens Kids Day Junior Sideline Reporter. I arrived 3 hours before kickoff and check in with Miss Katie.
How we feeling? Feel good?
Yeah. First, I got the microphone set up with Mike the Mic Man. Now it's time to head onto the field for a camera test.
Good to be back.
It's always cool to meet the Ravens staff on the sidelines before events.
Welcome to Baltimore native George Johnston IV.
After making sure everything works, it's time to head back to the conference room. When the fans start coming in, we walk back onto the field to watch the warm-ups and then make my introduction.
Welcome to Kids Day. I'm George Johnston IV. I'll be your sideline.
It's serious business on the field, but we have to have a little fun.
Vibe to the song from the left to the right, from the front to the back, then it's back to the right.
My sister Laura even got some lessons from the Ravens cheerleaders. Now it's interview time with Nandi Matabuike.
Can we flex together?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that right now.
Then, Zay Flowers taught me his favorite touchdown celebration. Lastly, I had a great conversation with Pat Ricard. I even got to meet DJ Sophia Rocks at the end of the game. Special thanks to Invisalign for bringing the smile chain. Stay tuned for more NFL content. Welcome back to G4 Sports Talk. I'm your host, George Johnston, and today we are at the Maddie Stefanik Park in Rockville, Maryland. This is week 5 of our football season for the Rockville Falcons, and it is homecoming. So we are going to have a huge game against the Bethesda Bulldogs.
Do it! Come on!
Us, the Rockville Falcons, won 35-0. The rest had to call off the rest of the fourth quarter because of the mercy rule.
We did great from an offensive perspective. We spread the ball around. I think we had 5 different people score, which is great, which meant our line was holding up. You included, starting right tackle. So you did a great job out there, and all our boys did a good job.
Every single player contributes. Everyone knows their role, and we all pick each other up.
So, Kyrie, I have to ask first of all, what position do you normally play?
Tackle.
And do you have a lot of fun playing tackle?
Yeah.
So, again, y'all's attitude is a main reason we're here where we're at, and sky's the limit.
Welcome back to G4 Sports Talk. I'm your host, George Johnston, and today I have a very special guest with me. He's done lots of work in the sportscasting field, from Fox 5 DC to NBC Sports Washington, and is the current news director at Montgomery Community Media. Please welcome my very special guest, Mr. Joe Yasharoff.
George.
Thank you, Mr. Joe, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to start talking sports
Let's
with you.
do it.
Now, my first thing for you, I know you have some knowledge on the English Premier League. And of course, one of the biggest teams there is Manchester City. But right now, they are struggling. They've had a lot of losses in what seems to be in forever. I can't remember the last time they've really been on a losing streak. Not on a losing streak, but on a winning streak. They've taken a bunch of L's, not just in the Premier League, but in other competitions throughout Europe. So what do you think's going on with the team, and how are they supposed to improve before their season really goes down?
I'm not sure if I can answer the second question because I'm not sure I'm smarter than Pep Guardiola, who might be the greatest manager of all time.
Welcome back to G4 Sports Talk. I'm your host, George Johnston, and we are at the Parc des Princes in Paris, France, where we just finished watching the Brazil versus Japan Women's Olympic Soccer Preliminary Group Stage Match Day 2 game. And I have to say, it was a great game from both teams, and I just want to give you guys a quick summary of what the game was like. So, in the first 15 to 20 minutes, Brazil mostly dominated the possession, and Japan had some work to do. But in the rest of the first half, there was one event that was super important to the rest of the game, I would say. And that would be a handball from Brazil in the box, which means that Japan got a penalty early in the first half. But unfortunately, their penalty taker hit it the same way as the goalkeeper was going, and the goalkeeper saved it. So it was still 0-0 at halftime. But early in the second half, Brazil scored a goal. It was a great team goal from Brazil, and they went up 1-0.